There's a chicken in the nether! It's a nether chicken! Oh my god! What is it doing here? What is going on, guys? Welcome to another very exciting episode of JJ Plays Modded Minecraft. I am your host, Jon-Michael Booth, and today we are going to be looking at our reactor. Well, we're going to start looking at our old reactor, and then move to our new reactor, and then I'm going to go back to doing the great things that I was doing before. I have pulled some of the wood away, and I removed my tesseract, and oh hey, there's my monitor. I guess I got rid of that and forgot to pick it up. That's okay. I've turned off this reactor permanently. It is now shut down and it no longer needs to be here. In fact, I can vein mine it away and take all the parts away, and at some point I will do just that. In fact, why don't I do it right now? Oh, you know what, oh, actually that did work. Okay. So I could take this, I could take that, I could take that, I could take all those, and I'll even take this stuff away. Yes! All of the things from my old base that I no longer require to be here. Slowly but surely, I am going to destroy this old base and revert the land back to the way it was before humans ever graced its presence. Take only pictures, leave only footprints. That's my Minecraft rule. Just like my rule in life. Anyway, the reason I did that, destroyed my my old reactor, is basically just because I wanted to prove to you once and for all that my new reactor is working wonderfully. It's currently turned off, and that is because my capacitor is fully charged, well, almost fully charged, and slowly discharging. So you can see that my machines right now, that includes all of my auto crafters, all of my ME system, my farms and everything, they're using a grand total of about 1380 something, 1390 RF per tick. 1400, whatever it is, they're using that much RF per tick, but my reactor is capable of generating 50,000 RF per tick. So basically, and this capacitor, as you can see, holds 625 million RF as well. So it's going to charge up very fast, and then it's going to very slowly discharge, and it'll only turn on when it's needed, and it will fill with Yellorium as required, etc. We're still only 65% full of Yellorium. That's one thing I forgot to do. I never did check my ME system and see exactly how much Yellorium I had in there, and see if there was anything I could do to make sure I had enough. Yellorium. Oh, I have Yellorium blocks, and I could turn them all back into Yellorium ingots. That's something, right? Yeah, there we go. And there's more Yellorium blocks. Let's get all that stuff. And here's more Yellorium blocks. Oops, did I just put my wrench away? I did. Whatever. So I have 574 Yellorium ingots now. I probably had more. I wasn't really paying close attention, but most likely everything that was necessary just went and ended up in my reactor where it's supposed to. So let's move on to what I actually wanted to do today. Let's get rid of this stuff, and then we'll talk about the new machines that we're starting to build. Because last episode I created this stuff called enriched iron, and I tried to put it into my automatic ultimate furnace, I should say. And as you recall, it didn't do anything. And I thought, oh, the ultimate furnace doesn't actually smelt this stuff because it's from a different mod. And then I thought, well, you know what? Maybe I'll put it in the alloy smelter because maybe this will smelt it. And then I realized this won't smelt it either. And that's pretty odd that 2 different mods would not implement that. And then I got reading some more and I realized that I'm actually just kind of dumb. I'm trying to make this thing called the Crusher. And the Crusher needs steel casing, and the steel casing needs steel ingots. And the steel ingots, let's see if I can figure out the right recipe for this, needs this stuff called steel, which is smelted from steel dust. And steel dust is made from enriched iron back in the metallurgic infuser, and this is the stuff I need to smelt. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is I'm dumb. I should have put the enriched iron back in the metallurgic infuser, and instead I put it, or tried to put it, in a furnace directly, and that didn't work. So this one is the coal one. So let's put this over here with all speed upgrades going crazy. You should actually start to see this stuff drain out because, at least hopefully, I want to pause this for a second. Oh, no, I'm going to keep it going. You know what I did? I forgot to configure the side. So let's go output through the bottom. There, now it's starting to drain. There we go. Because what I did between episodes is, let me get out my network tool here. I probably could have just told you. I created this. So I've got a couple import buses, and this is passed into my ME system. And so now, through the bottom of these machines, I have the products of what they're creating going right back into my ME system. So that's all good, right? Right. And let's get that up there. And yeah, so we're all good. So now that we're creating our enriched iron, we're taking our enriched iron and we're turning it into steel dust. That T never works. STE, steel dust. There we go. So now we can take our steel dust and we should be able to put that in our ultimate furnace. And there we go. Now we've got steel ingots. Perfect. Now, do we want to go through that whole process every time, or do we want to make some steel seeds? I'm probably eventually going to make some steel seeds, but for right now, I think it's fine to just use my steel ingots. So, Crusher. The Crusher requires steel casing, and hopefully I have everything else. I do. Bang. There we go. Crusher requires these basic control circuits, which I think I got already. Yep. So the last thing I'm missing is 2 buckets of lava. So, lava. I don't have any lava. Buckets. I still have 1 bucket. I need to make another bucket. Yes. So there we go. I've got 2 buckets. And now, if only I knew somewhere I could go to get a whole bunch of lava. Where do I know with a whole bunch of lava? I'll have to think about that a little bit. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm just going to stand close to this purple thing right here. And yes, I'm going to the nether. Okay. There's a chicken in the nether! It's a nether chicken! Oh my god! What is it doing here? It probably just walked through. It's all good. Don't freak out, guys. Sometimes there's just chickens in the nether. It happens. Alright, so that looks like a lot of lava down there. So, can we actually do this without burning to death? Well, we're going to try. We're going to come down to a place where there is lava, and hopefully we'll be able to scoop it up. 1, 2. There we go. I got 2 lavas. I got 2 buckets of lava. Yes, and I'm going to put them up here so that I don't accidentally pour lava on something that I didn't mean to. And there's my portal home. Luckily I marked it so that I can find it again easily. Ow! What did I just hit? I think I must have hit the lava. Alright. That's okay. Done. Done deal. That was easy. An easy excursion to the nether. All I needed was 2 buckets of lava, and I got my lava. So, hey, Creeper, how you doing? And back into my base. And then over here into my crafting. And let's go. Crusher. Crusher. So, got all the things. Hopefully, bang, there it is. Alright. Looking good. I even got my 2 buckets back. I just lost the actual lava. So, what do you do with a crusher? Well, you drop it down here. Then you get out some conduit, which of course I don't have any. Not in my person, anyway. Conduit. And while I'm here, I'm going to pull out some things. Hopefully I have some saplings. Yes. Yeah, I do. I have lots of saplings. Let's just take a whole ton of saplings. I don't think I can actually use that many saplings at once, but I'm going to take some anyway. Eventually, I'm going to do the same thing here with the import bus. In fact, why don't I do it right now? Just to make life much simpler. Take that, take that. I hear ya, zombie. Hey, what? Where are you going? Get out of my house. Thank you. I thought I was almost positive that I zombie-proofed my place here by placing enough torches, but I guess I must have missed something. Alright. Well, we'll come back to that later. For now, there's no more zombies. We're all good. We need some things that I probably don't have. So I have ME cable. I need an import bus right there. I need some acceleration cards, which I'm sure I have in my network tool. Because the network tool allows me to just kind of, carry some stuff around like acceleration cards. So we're all good. Alright. Down here. Let's get this in place. Bump, bump. Then we'll take our import bus and plunk that on there. We'll take our acceleration cards. We probably only need a couple of them. And there. Now we have a crusher. Oh, we can stick upgrades in the crusher. But let me show you what the crusher does first. If I take oak saplings, for instance, and I jam them in here, it makes a lovely sound, and it produces something called biofuel. And biofuel is what we're going to use in an upcoming build to make something really cool. We don't need it quite yet, but it's good to start manufacturing this stuff. I can probably set up some sort of automated system to import this stuff into my ME system. So let's see. Let's set this to output dark blue. So there we go. So the biofuel is now going in. I'm going to break that block, and let's just break that block too, because that'll be easy. Let's put a cable there, and there, and there. And then I need an export bus. Export bus, one of which I have. Back over here. Export bus. And then in here, we'll put that. We'll put a whole bunch of those. Actually, probably put 2 of them, because that's probably enough. So that's going to keep that filled up. And now this is going to slowly crank away some biofuel. The last thing I'm going to do is take my speed upgrades. I have 4 of them, and I should probably make more of these things. Bang. There you go. So there's a bunch more of them. And let's come down to our crusher, because this thing, I believe, supports upgrades the exact same way that the other machines do. Speed. Yep, so 1 of 8, 2 of 8, 3 of 8. Here we go. Here we go. And eventually this thing's just going to start cranking through. Yeah. So much better. So sound is the same, but hey, look at how fast it's cranking through this biofuel now. And it's taking all of the saplings out of my inventory too, which is okay. I probably, to be honest with you, don't want it to grab all the saplings out of my inventory. But you know what? It's not a big deal. It really isn't. So we're just going to let it do that, and we're going to let it crank away and create biofuel for me. So the next machine that I want to create, while I still have some time left in this episode, is called an electric pump. And the electric pump looks like this. So it uses a bucket. Luckily, I have a few buckets. Some enriched alloy, some osmium, and another steel casing. So I feel like I should create a pattern for this, because I think I'm going to be making these a lot. That's okay. So pump, bang. Got it. Okay, so I've got my electric pump. What do you do with an electric pump? Well, you need some water. So do I have a bucket with water in it? I do. Hey, look at that. So let's put the water down there. Let's put our pump down there. We need to find a place to put that. Also going to need some power for it. So let's see. This is going to make a real mess if I start working this way, because it's going to end up in front of these machines. So maybe I'll just like put it here on the floor somewhere. I don't know. Oh, but I can't really put it there, because if I put it there, I'm going to have to like dig a hole in the floor and then fill it in somehow. Okay. Well, I got an idea. Why don't I create a space? So, rather than go all the way back to my base, I mean to my ME terminal, I'm just going to grab a few blocks of marble here. Which actually, you know what? I already had some in my inventory. That's pretty funny. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Alright, 4, 5. And then we'll put some water right in there. We'll take our pump and we'll put it right there. And it is going to start pumping up liquid if I give it some power. So, to come back here, find my pump, which is going to be behind here. Attach some conduit to it. There we go. So that's got some power, and now, believe it or not, it is starting to pump water. You could actually see it filling up with water. What's it going to do with the water when it fills up? Well, hopefully nothing. I think it's just going to just kind of keep it there. Eventually, I'm going to pump it out into something else, and for that, I need something called mechanical pipes, but I also need to pump it into something called an electrolytic separator. So, let's make an electrolytic separator. So this electrolytic separator looks like this. Iron, redstone, enriched alloy, and then this electrolytic core. So how do we make that? Oh, we need some gold powder, some iron powder, some osmium dust. Do I have any of those things? Oh, okay, so the only thing I don't have is pulverized iron. So if I take some iron, actually I think if I take some iron ore, I should just be able to pulverize it down. But I think I have a machine that's doing that already. Yeah, I think I have a machine that's pulverizing my iron. Well, if not, no big deal. I'm just going to grab this and just plunk it in there. And there we go. It's pulverizing iron. I only need one, but it's going to do the rest anyway. So take my pulverized iron, plunk that in there, and there's my electrolytic core. And then electrolytic separator should be made like that. I'm missing another one of these things. I thought I had 2 of them. Enriched alloy. How do I make these guys again? Enriched alloy. Okay, so I need iron in the redstone thing. So let's grab some iron. Bang. And over here. So this is the redstone one. Put some iron in there. It goes super fast. It takes these things for me. And we're all good. They're already being fed into my ME system, so I don't even need to grab them. Enriched alloy. Look at that, 11 in the time it took me just to get over here. There it is. So I've got my electrolytic separator. So we're all good there. I'm going to need power for this guy as well. But I also need some mechanical pipe. Mechanical pipe. I can use this basic pipe. So let's make a few of those. Actually, I think I want some more buckets. I'm going to make a bunch of buckets. There we go. And then mechanical pipe, this stuff. Make a bunch of mechanical pipe. Okay, so I have tons of mechanical pipe. The reason I did that is because I want to upgrade it to advanced mechanical pipe using this enriched alloy. And the only reason I'm doing this is because this advanced mechanical pipe supports a higher throughput. So I think if I go all the way around, let's put this in here, bang, there we go. Okay, there we go. I now have advanced mechanical pipe. So you're probably asking yourself, what can you do with this advanced mechanical pipe and this electrolytic separator? Well, your guess is as good as mine, because that's what I've been working with so far. So let's see. If I put this here, I'm going to break this open out. And this. Alright, get back through there. Get in there. There we go. So we'll put the electrolytic separator there. From the outside, I do need to put power to this thing. So there, and there, and there. And how do I get back into my base? Right here. And then I think I need to pump stuff into the top. So let's go like this and like this. Oh, look at that. The water is actually flowing. And over and over and down in. Perfect. And look at that. So water is filling this up. The electrolytic separator has got power, and it is generating hydrogen and oxygen, and that is pretty cool. Guys, that is going to be it for this episode. I've gone a little bit over time, I think, but I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish in this episode. I've created the crusher. I've created the electric pump. I've fed water from my electric pump using mechanical pipes into this electrolytic separator, and I'm creating hydrogen and oxygen. And in the next episode, hopefully, I will be able to use the hydrogen and the oxygen to create something even cooler. So stick around if you want to see that. You can give me a thumbs up, like, if you do like these episodes. episodes. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, I love to see you guys and to see your comments down below. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will talk to you guys next time.